Rome's story is one of extraordinary transformation. It began as a humble settlement in central Italy. Over centuries, it grew into a mighty empire. Rome's reach extended across Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. This dramatic rise holds valuable lessons for us today. It speaks to the power of human ambition, organization, and adaptability. Rome's journey was not without its challenges. The city faced fierce rivals and internal conflicts, yet it overcame these obstacles to become the dominant force in the ancient world. How did a small collection of villages transform into a mighty empire? The answer lies in a combination of factors: military prowess, strategic brilliance, engineering ingenuity, and a remarkable system of governance. The Roman Empire's legacy continues to shape our world. Its laws, language, and culture have left an indelible mark on Western civilization. By studying Rome, we gain a deeper understanding of our own societies. We learn about the challenges and opportunities of building and sustaining power. Most importantly, we discover enduring principles that are relevant to our own personal and collective aspirations. Rome's early centuries were marked by both struggle and strategic cunning. The city was not destined for greatness from the start. It faced constant threats from neighboring tribes and rival cities. Survival depended on a combination of military strength and shrewd diplomacy. The Romans proved to be quick learners in the art of war. They also understood the importance of building alliances. Instead of seeking to destroy all their enemies, the Romans often offered them terms of surrender. These terms were surprisingly lenient. Conquered peoples were often allowed to maintain their own customs and laws. In some cases, they were even granted Roman citizenship. This approach helped to transform former enemies into loyal subjects. This period of early expansion laid the foundation for Rome's future success. It forged a sense of unity and shared purpose among the Roman people. It also honed the military skills and political acumen that would serve Rome well in the centuries to come. By the 3rd century BC, Rome had emerged as the dominant power in the Italian peninsula. It was now poised to expand its reach far beyond its original borders. The Roman army was central to the empire's expansion and longevity. It was a formidable fighting force, renowned for its discipline, organization, and adaptability. Roman soldiers, known as legionaries, underwent rigorous training. They were masters of swordsmanship, formations, and siege warfare. Their equipment, including the iconic gladius sword and the protective scutum shield, was expertly crafted and constantly refined. Roman military success stemmed not just from brute force, but also from strategic innovation. Generals studied the terrain, exploited enemy weaknesses, and adapted their tactics accordingly. They used ingenious siege weapons, built fortified camps, and developed sophisticated communication networks. The Roman army was a learning organization, constantly evolving and improving its methods. Moreover, the Romans possessed an unwavering determination to win. Defeats were never seen as insurmountable setbacks, but rather as opportunities to learn and improve. This resilience was evident in their recovery from devastating losses, such as the defeat at the Battle of Cannae against Hannibal. The Roman spirit, embodied in the phrase SPQR, Senatus Populusque Romanus, signified the unity and unwavering commitment of the Roman people to their empire. The Romans were not only skilled warriors, but also brilliant engineers. They understood that infrastructure was essential for maintaining control over their vast empire. Roman engineers constructed an impressive network of roads, aqueducts, bridges, and fortifications that spanned the empire. Roman roads were marvels of engineering. They were built to withstand heavy traffic and harsh weather conditions. These roads facilitated the rapid movement of troops and supplies, enabling Rome to respond swiftly to threats and maintain order. The efficient transportation system also promoted trade and economic growth, connecting distant provinces and facilitating the flow of goods and ideas. Aqueducts were another testament to Roman engineering prowess. These elevated channels transported fresh water from distant sources to urban centers. They provided a vital lifeline for Roman cities, supplying public baths, fountains, and private homes. This access to clean water improved public health and sanitation, contributing to the growth and prosperity of Roman cities. Section 5. The Art of Rule, Inclusion, Administration and the Pax Romana. Rome's success was not solely due to its military and engineering might. It also hinged on its sophisticated system of governance and its pragmatic approach to ruling a diverse empire. The Romans developed a complex administrative system that effectively managed their vast territories. They established a hierarchical structure of provinces, each governed by a Roman official. One of Rome's most significant innovations was its policy of granting citizenship to conquered peoples. This policy fostered a sense of unity and loyalty within the empire. It also provided incentives for conquered elites to support Roman rule. This inclusive approach to citizenship was instrumental in maintaining stability and minimizing rebellion. The Romans also understood the importance of law and order. They developed a sophisticated legal system that provided a framework for resolving disputes and maintaining justice. The Roman legal system, with its emphasis on precedent and fairness, had a profound influence on the development of Western law. Section 6. Expanding the frontiers, strategic conquests, and the integration of conquered peoples. Roman expansion was not a haphazard process driven solely by conquest. It was a calculated strategy of securing borders, acquiring resources, and enhancing trade routes. Roman leaders carefully chose their targets, focusing on regions that offered strategic or economic advantages. Once a territory was conquered, the Romans sought to integrate it into the empire. They built roads, established cities, and introduced Roman law and administration. While they suppressed rebellions and imposed their authority, they also allowed conquered peoples to maintain many of their own customs and beliefs. This pragmatic approach to empire building proved remarkably successful. It enabled Rome to maintain control over a vast and diverse empire for centuries. The Roman Empire reached its greatest territorial extent under the Emperor Trajan in the 2nd century AD. At its peak, it encompassed a population of over 50 million people and spanned 3 continents. Section 7. The Legacy of Rome, Enduring Lessons for the Modern World. The Roman Empire may have fallen centuries ago, but its legacy continues to resonate today. Rome's achievements in law, governance, engineering, and culture have had a profound and lasting impact on Western civilization. The Roman legal system, with its emphasis on fairness and due process, forms the basis of legal systems in many countries today. Roman principles of governance, such as the separation of powers and representative government, continue to inspire democratic systems worldwide. Roman engineering feats, from roads and aqueducts to arches and domes, continue to amaze and inspire us. Beyond these tangible legacies, Rome offers timeless lessons in leadership, strategy, and the importance of adaptability. The Romans understood the importance of unity, discipline, and a shared sense of purpose. They were masters of strategy, logistics, and diplomacy, and they were able to adapt to changing circumstances, learning from their mistakes and evolving over time. Section 8. Conclusion. Building our own empires. The story of Rome is not just ancient history, it is a story about the potential of human ambition, organization, and ingenuity. It is a story that continues to resonate today, offering valuable lessons for individuals, organizations, and nations. While we may not be building empires in the traditional sense, we're all striving to create something lasting and impactful. Whether we are entrepreneurs building a business, artists creating a work of art, or activists working for social change, we can all learn from the Romans. We can learn from their strategic thinking, their resilience, their adaptability, and their commitment to excellence. We can learn from their mistakes as well, avoiding the pitfalls of hubris and overreach that contributed to the empire's eventual decline. The Roman Empire may be long gone, but its spirit lives on. It lives on in the monuments they built, the laws they codified, and the ideas they espoused. And it lives on in the potential that resides within each of us to build our own empires, not of brick and mortar, but of knowledge, creativity, and human connection.